everyone, it's Maimoona AIwali. I'm a student at Rehan College, Korangi Campus. Now today I'm talking to ChatGPT, so let's go. Hello ChatGPT, my name is Rehan AIwali. Now today I'm discuss about how to develop freelancing and stay strong in tough times.
Kind of aspects are you looking to explore, like mental strategies, habits, maybe personal examples? Love to help take. So one good.
Okay, so my question is what does freelance mean in everyday?
Great question. So in everyday life, resilience basically means your ability to bounce back from setbacks or tough moments. It's that inner strength that lets you adapt, stay positive, and keep going, even when things don't go as planned.
Why is freelance important in a difficult situation?
Yeah, that's a really key point. Resilience is so important because it helps you keep going when things get really hard. It gives you the ability to problem solve, to recover faster, and ultimately it keeps you from getting stuck in a negative place. So it's like a superpower in tough times.
Okay, so my next question is how can challenges help in building inner strength?
Ooh, that's a real work through it. You prove to yourself that you can handle more. Over time, that builds confidence, perspective, and that inner strength we're talking.
Okay, so my next question is what is the difference between relance and giving up? Okay, so my next question is what is the difference between relance and giving up?
That's a really important distinction. So resilience is about staying in the fight, adapting, and finding new ways forward, even when it's hard. Giving up, on the other hand, is when you stop trying altogether, often without looking for other solutions. So resilience keeps you going, while giving up means stopping for good.
Okay, so my next
Yeah,
question is
exactly.
how can self-awareness improve
Of course.
resilience?
Absolutely. So once we've got that clarity, we can talk about practical ways to build resilience.
Okay, ChatGPT, now my question is how can self-awareness improve resilience?
That's a great question. So self awareness kind of acts like a foundation for emotional intelligence. When we know our own thoughts, feelings, and reactions, we become better at managing them, which means we're less likely to react impulsively and more likely to respond thoughtfully. That in can help build trust, reduce conflict, and create healthier, more empathetic relationships. So it's kind of like a superpower for connection.
Okay, so my next question is how can failure become a learning opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, failure, when we reflect on it, is really like a gold mine for growth. It gives us a chance to figure out what didn't work, why it didn't, and it pushes us to try new approaches. By reframing failure not as a dead end, but as a step in the process, we become more resilient and adaptable, which is a huge advantage in anything we do.
Okay, so my next question is how can positive thinking help during stressful moments?
Oh, great one. So, positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring stress, but it helps shift our perspective. When we focus on positive aspects or just possibilities, we tend to stay calmer, make better decisions, and keep ourselves motivated. So, it's kind of like a mental buffer that keeps us from getting overwhelmed and helps us find solutions more easily.
Okay, so my next question is why is accepting reality the first step toward resilience?
Yeah, that's a really key point. point. I mean, accepting reality is like the grounding part of resilience. When we acknowledge what's actually happening without denial or resistance, we free up energy to respond constructively. It's like once we stop fighting reality, we can start figuring out how to adapt, grow, and move forward even stronger.
Okay, so my next question is how can past struggle make you mentally stronger?
Yeah, that's such a powerful idea. When we go through struggles, even though they're really tough, they kind of force us to build coping skills and resilience muscles. Over time, we realize we can handle more than we thought. And that sense of having overcome something tough just deepens our confidence, so we become more adaptable and more capable of facing future challenges.
Okay, so my next question is how does having a support system stand your daily lives?
Yeah, a support system is huge. When we have people around us who listen, encourage us, and remind us we're not alone, it just makes the hard times feel more manageable. They give us both practical help and emotional reassurance, which means we feel seen, supported, and ultimately
Okay, so my next question is what role does hope play in overcoming touch time?
hope is really like a lifeline. It gives us a sense that things can get better even when we're in the middle of something really hard. And that sense of possibility keeps us moving forward. So even just imagining a better future can fuel the persistence we need to get through tough moments.
Okay, so my next question is how does self-discipline contribute to staying strong?
Yeah, that's a big one. Self discipline is like the engine behind staying strong because it keeps us moving toward our goals even when motivation dips. It helps us keep consistent habits, stick to our routines, and build that inner strength over time. So it's kind of like a steady compass that keeps us on track even when things get tough.
Okay, so my next question is how can reliance improve decision making under pressure?
Oh, definitely. So resilience kind of acts like a buffer, right? When we've bounced back from setbacks before, we trust ourselves more. So in high pressure situations, we're less likely to freeze or panic. Instead, we can pause, assess, and make clearer, more confident decisions because we know we can handle the outcome.
Okay, so my next question is what daily habits can help
Of course.
you emotional reliance?
Great question. So, daily habits like practicing mindfulness, keeping a gratitude journal, getting enough sleep, and regular physical exercise all really strengthen emotional resilience. And also, things like setting small positive goals or practicing self compassion, those little routines help us stay grounded even when things get tough.
Okay, so my next question is how can reliance improve decision making under pressure? And what role does hope play
Yeah,
in overcoming time?
Yeah. Hope is really crucial. It acts like a guiding light. When things feel overwhelming, hope reminds us that there's a possibility for better outcomes. It gives us something to hold on to, which fuels perseverance and keeps us motivated even in really dark moments.
Okay, so my next question is how can setting small goals help you in difficult phase?
Oh, that's a really good one. So, when things are tough, setting small goals gives us a sense of control and progress. Each little win builds momentum, boosts confidence, and keeps us from feeling completely stuck. So, even tiny steps can lead to big changes over time.
How can correcting gratitude increase mental strength?
Yeah, so practicing gratitude kind of shifts our focus from what's lacking or difficult to what's going well, even in small ways. And that shift in perspective reduces stress, boosts optimism, and helps us see challenges as more manageable. Over time, that mental strength really grows because we're training ourselves to focus on what we have, not just what we lack.
How can relaxing help balance emotional during stress?
Yeah, absolutely. So, resilience gives us this anchor when things get really chaotic. Instead of being thrown off balance by every setback, we kind of stay grounded. We might still feel big emotions, but we don't let them completely overwhelm us. And that balance helps us respond calmly and thoughtfully, even in stressful times.
Okay, ChatGPT, thank you so much for this information and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could help. Take care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz.